Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Lady Calamere, and I am doing my 70-second presentation, and it is on the goddess Newt. The goddess Newt, she's an Egyptian goddess, a stellar goddess, a celestial goddess, a sky goddess, and also, a lot of people don't know this, a tree goddess, but a specific tree, a sycamore tree. She is also called Nuit. That's the name that Crowley gave her. And I want to show you the artwork where give credit where credit is due. So we got this. This is the Major Arcana, or Trump, the Major Arcana card. Eon from the Tarot Ceremonial Magic by Lon Milo Duquette. We have this, Nuit, Mysteries. And that's an oracle card. Oh my god, there's so many cat toys here. It comes from The Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Maroshinsky and illustrated by Hirano Janto. And last but not least is this oracle, Goddesses and Sirens by Stacy DeMarco, illustrated by Jimmy Manton. So we have Nuit right here, expansiveness. Nuit, her tree is a sycamore tree, and she has some stones that are traditional, like lapis lazuli is very sacred to her. Her other stones that we can attribute to Nuit or Nuit is star sapphires, nebula stone, which I just did a presentation on nebula stone, galaxyite, which I did a presentation on. Also, a Nuit has been associated with her. And I already said nebula stone. Now, there's also a synthetic stone called goldstone, blue goldstone, that's associated with her. I mean, people say it does work. People have used it with her. So, she is a goddess of life and a goddess of death. Meaning that she's not the goddess of death, she protects the dead, I should say. Strike that off the record. She is a goddess who nourishes and protects life and protects death. Now, a lot of misconceptions about her, that she's only a sky goddess and that she is only a night goddess. Not so. Now, a lot of people like, sky goddess, there's only a sky father and Mother Earth. Not always, because in the Egyptian, actually, Hathor is one of the sky goddesses. You had Ba, which was an ancient sky goddess, a stellar goddess. You have Nuit, and actually the god of earth, the god of the land, was Geb, a male god. You have goddesses of the sun, like Amaterasu in Japan. You have gods of the moon, like in Egypt, Khonsu. We have Sun in Sumeria, also Sin in Babylon. Well, Sun, Sin is sorry, Babylon. Nannar is Sumerian. So, and it's not quite uncommon to have sun goddesses. It's not quite uncommon to have moon goddesses. Okay? So I just want to get that pet peeve off. Her tree is the sycamore fig. Her element is definitely she is celestial, but also water, as well as air, but she deals with the celestial water. So her color is deep blues, dark blues, and lapis lazuli blues. She sparkles. Yes, like a sparkly star. Her favorite people are astrologers, astronomers, even astrophysics. So, Nuit is a mother. Her symbols, of course, are the ladder. A ladder is one of her symbols. We have the water pot she's seen with the water pot. We also have her with the Ankh. Many deities are associated with the Ankh. Now, Nuit. Okay, so Nuit has been, as Crowley calls her, Nuit Night. Nuit is the great goddess of the celestial heavens. Yes, she is the goddess who deals with the dead, like I said, in life. And we got our cat here. I have the kittens in the other room right now, for now. Lady Bast. She wants to say hi. Everyone say hello to Lady Bast. Nuit has many different titles. So, she who protects, she is called she who has 1,000 souls, mother of the deceased, she who protects the dead, the protector of life, queen of heavens, the mother of stars, mistress of all, the cosmic mother. In fact, in Egypt, eventually became books. And this is ancient Egypt. The book of skies, which were the three book of skies. So you had the book of day, the book of day, the book of night, and then you have the book of Newt. And in the book of day, or going forth in day, Newt is depicted as not only nocturnal but also diurnal. So she is also the day sky and the night sky. She was depicted on a coffin, as different images of her, but sometimes with her wings outstretched, protecting the dead, and that the kings have come to her. The pharaohs have come to her. She is the one. Okay, so she is usually outstretched, sort of like that, and her face would be towards the west, and her backside, where her vulva is, and would be facing towards the east. So there are two legs. The two legs are part of the pillar of the sky, and her arms make part of the pillar of the sky. And she is the one who swallows Ra in the west and gives birth to him again in the east. And the OTO and Thelema and Crowley has importance on Nuit, where she's in the first part of the Book of the Lord, Had, the manifestation of Nuit. That's how it starts. And also their middle pillar is above the crown. You vibrate Nuit. Nuit. Then the throat would be Aiwas. Then right around the chest and above the stomach area is Ra-Hoor-Khuit. Then around the groin area is Hadit, and then above and below the feet is Babylon Therion. Nuit is one of the, some people use her as a goddess, others say she's an archetype. Nuit, Hadit, and Ra-Hoor-Khuit hold great significance. So Hathor sometimes has been confused with Nuit because of some of the symbolism, but they are two different goddesses. Hathor is Het Horet, and also she's known as Het Hor, which means the house of horrors. And both of them are the sky. And sometimes even in coffins, they're seen as two trees or two women, one on either side. One would be Nuit, one would be Hathor. So they're both sky. However, even though Nuit is more associated with the night, she's also the day, Nuit I should say, and Hathor is a diurnal, the sky during the day. They both take the form of cows. They're both mothers. They both are associated with the sycamore tree. But they are two separate goddesses. Do you agree, Lady Boss? You're so cute. She's so happy right now. The kittens are not on her nerves right now. But she's keeping vigilant. So Nuit gave birth to the Great Five, which I'll get into. So originally Nuit was she was created. Her father is Shu. Her mother is Tefnut. Shu is the god of air and the breath of life, where Tefnut is moisture, dealing with the rains and also heat. And Tefnut is also a lion-headed goddess. And Shu and Tefnut had children, Newt and Geb. Nuit loved her brother Geb so much that they would always be embrace and sexual embrace too. So in some stories it was Shu who got jealous. In other stories it was Ra who was jealous, and also because he was, he loved Nuit, and he didn't want her to be around Geb, but also with the sky next to land, nothing can live, right? So creation could not be created. So upon his orders, he made Shu lift Nuit from the earth, and that he upheld her where her feet and arms now touch only the earth. But she was pregnant, and Ra was angry at her, and he said, and at that time there was only 360 days in the calendar year. He said, no time in the 360 days are you to give birth. So she was in pain, and she was in agony, she was in labor, and she cried out, and to Jehuti, Toth, who heard her call, was also in love with her. He begged him to help her. Well, Ra has already decreed that she could not give birth. What can he do? What could he do? Well, he devised a plan, and he knew what he can do, but he had to be sneaky. He changed himself into a baboon, and he came up to Khonsu, the moon, and his name means traveler or wanderer. So Jehuti, the great god of science, magic, art, trickery, and shape-shifting. He's lunar as well as mercurial. Went to Khonsu as a baboon and had alcohol with him, and was like drinking a little bit, and wanted to gamble with play a game of dice. And he deliberately, start getting Khonsu drunk. He start making jokes. He start, Tahuti, like the baboons, start acting like a fool, an idiot, And he played the game of dice, and he made sure that Khonsu kept on winning. And so Khonsu got full of himself, and of course he got Khonsu drunk, and he wagered Khonsu for some of his light. If every time that the baboon would win, he would get a little bit of light, and therefore add an extra, get a day from him. Khonsu didn't think he could lose, but when the bet was on, and Khonsu was tipsy, he kept on making Khonsu lose. He lost 5 throws and got 5 extra days, the light of the moon, and added it to the calendar. Therefore, now Nuit was allowed to give birth. On the first day, she gives birth to Osiris. The second day, she gives birth to Horus the Elder, Horur. Not Horus, the child of Set and Asar. The third day, Set was said to couldn't wait to be born, ripped himself out of her side and fell. The fourth day, she gives birth to Aset, the goddess Isis. And the fifth day, Nebet-Het, the goddess Nephthys. Now, I like to attribute not just me, but also if you look at this, attribute the 5 elements: spirit, air, fire, water, earth, in that order. Osiris being spirit, Horus the elder in this aspect being air, then of course fire to Set, water to Aset, and earth to Nebet-Het from that birth. Now, these deities were not accepted by the elder gods. They were considered intrusive, invaders, outsiders, the red-headed stepchild, the unwanted. Basically, they had to earn their way. But they weren't. They were considered alien gods. And you know how the Egyptians were seen as xenophobes. So Nuit finally gave birth to her children. But she continues to yearn for Geb, also called Seb, the god of the earth. Now, the ancient Egyptians believed, like some modern people, despite science, despite evidence, believe the earth is flat and is covered by a glass dome and held up by a pole, and that the Arctic Circle is the rim of ice around. It's just so stupid it hurts. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But so that's Nut. She is, but why would you want to worship her? She will protect you. She could be seen with her wings. She also is seen as a cow goddess, as a woman, as a sycamore fig, as she's either seen with a water pot on her head. You'll see like a woman, and there's a blue water pot. That's Nut. She's also seen as a star. She's also called a star-spangled goddess, as she's seen like this, as well like this. This is a great depiction of her. She is. Let me try to find a picture of Nuit in this. Here we are. And it's in the tomb of Nakhet. Nuit as the tree goddess. So we have that. And it is said that she provides food and water and the breath of life in the afterlife. And she is like, "Oh, you are the sycamore of Nut. Give me the water and air in you." So even in ancient Egypt, when, even now, the temperatures soar there. So sitting underneath a fig tree the sycamore fig tree, gave you shade from the heat, gave you fruit that you can eat, gave you nourishment. Sycamore trees are also sacred, and it's also associated with the goddess Aset, O you of the sycamore tree, to Aset, to Hathor, of course Nuit. She provides a pleasant, cool shade under, the roasting sun. It is said that she also protects from the chaos that's beyond her, that she protects. She helps protect the earth. She helps protect Geb from chaos. She is the one that helps with Ra and helps Khonsu, and that she is the mother of the stars, and that she, with her, if you go to her when you pass on, you don't need to work. Like on the spark of Ra, you're expected to do some work. With her, she gives rest. So even the pyramid texts speak of a tall sycamore fig in the east with waving, quivering leaves, on which the Neter sit, the gods and goddesses sit. Now there's one depiction of Nuit that actually is a large tree with a human-headed ba birds flying around it. The ba, the soul birds. Spa is the soul. And they're also sitting and perching on her branches. So we see the ba bird, the ba, B-A dash birds, that sit and perch on this tree goddess Nuit, were like the stars within the body of Nuit. In some places where there's no lights, man-made lights, you can look up and see the Milky Way. That is Nuit, and that's all her jewelry. Newt can be seen as the all-encompassing world tree. But she's not like a nature goddess in that way of being like the earth goddess. So I hope I'm not confusing you. She's a goddess that deals with the funerals, too. Is that she's painted on so many tombs, on so many coffins. So, Nut, even though she didn't have like loads of temples, she had like places like in Dendera or Memphis that people did worship her. Newt is so immense, so powerful. She's a goddess of wisdom, and she's a goddess of guidance. She will help you learn the mysteries of astrology, the power of planetary magic, astrological magic. She will help you to expand your awareness, to expand yourself within yourself, And as within, so without, as above, so below. She will help you with that. The goddess Newt can be used to help those who have crossed over to find peace, to find their home. To help guide them. She can guide the dead to where they need to be. She can help those who are stuck to cross over. And she can be used to protect yourself from the dead and also from harmful magic. There are those who will call her and see themselves wrapped in her wings. She could be used to nourish you, nourish your mind, your spirit, your astral body, and nourish the dead to help them find peace in the afterlife, or to cleanse. She's also used to cleanse the dead. She helps cleanses the dead as well. And that's also the job of Anpu's daughter, where she helps cleanse the dead. But she, in the way she gives them water to drink. She revives the dead. Newt can be worshipped during the day as well as night, not just as a night goddess. So don't forget that. She is the vault of the heavens. And she's one of the oldest goddess, one of the older or oldest goddess in Egyptian stories, the mythology, she is originally believed to have been worshipped in northern Egypt, which is Lower Egypt. I know Lower Egypt is north, Upper Egypt is south, and the North Egypt is a cooler realm, cooler land than the dry, arid of southern Egypt. So that's where her worship seems to originally come from. Another thing that she's also associated with that I didn't bring up is also she's sometimes associated with a sow, which is a female pig. But she's more seen like a cow goddess, but she's also associated with sows. Oh my god, I'm hearing them like really knocking things over in the other room. So the goddess Nuit is a sacred symbol of the ladder that was used by the god Asar to enter her heavenly realm. So as he climbed the ladder to the skies. Newt, she can be, what can you put on our altar to represent her? The stones that I mentioned, lapis lazuli, star sapphire, nebula stone, galaxyite, Nuit. You can use pictures of stars, water pot. You can use images of A stele of revealing. Which that. Is there any images of a cow-headed woman? Pictures of a sycamore tree. Offerings can include sycamore figs in general, whether fresh or dried figs. Give her those stones, perfumes, incense, bread. Can't go wrong with bread. Can't go wrong with beer. Water, fresh water. You can give her milk. And you can give her anything that's sparkly. Anything that's glittery is good. Chocolate, you can't go wrong with it. Give her blue fruits to represent the dark blue sky. Blueberries, for example, dark grapes. Plums. Anything dark or blue is actually would be good. Let me go get those silly kittens. They're being annoying. So please bear with me as I just take a 10-second break to go get my kittens. Anyways, I think they want to be on YouTube. I'm sorry, it was very distracting hearing them banging things around. It's the babies. We gotta love the babies. So there's shrines, but they weren't very numerous. Like in Memphis, she had Nuit and Hathor in the Delta. And there was also 3 rooftop chambers in the Temple of Dendera, which were called Pernech. What's it called? Pernech Newt Mashu, I believe. There was also Ant and Newt, and there was another one. Permest and Newt. So she did have places of worship, but just not many. Hello, Loki. You're going to climb all over me and try to get my drink. But you're not going to get my drink. It's not good for you. So, what else can I... She is the mother of stars, like I said before. So, anything to do with astrology, you can ask Newt to help you. And everything to do with planetary magic, of course. I know that as time goes on, there were, other deities became more prominent. However, she was still worshipped and loved. Oh, here comes Joker. So as we see, she is a great mother. She's a mother of many, not just the 5. She's a mother of us. Stop it. So, what else can we talk about? Nuit. Other than that, these guys are going to drive me crazy. Oh, there we go. Nuit is a goddess also of knowing yourself, introspection. As Crowley described it in his, that Nuit is the circle all around, and Hadith is the center. So if you want to look into Crowley's work, go right ahead. Whereas, so Nuit is like everywhere and nowhere, and that Hadith is the center. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're annoying. No wonder why the cats think you're annoying. You're annoying. So I know that cranes and geese have been associated with her through time, and different birds. But more like cranes and geese. What else is she offers? She is the expanse. She offers also peace, bliss. And one can visualize himself uniting themselves with their higher guardian angel, a holy guardian angel, as Nuit unites with Hadith, or Newt with Geb. Now, interesting enough is that she's a lot of times she's depicted naked, and that's unseen with many of the deities. I mean, sometimes they're seen with the breast out, but they have some clothing. Where Nuit, is depicted naked. Which is interesting, or facing forward. Just thought you would find that interesting. Also, and another thing that Crowley has is the star ruby, in which Nuit is involved in, where to the east is Hadith, Therion. Sorry, hang on. So actually Nuit would be... Oh, come on, stop it! Hadith, it would be Hadith, Therion, Nuit, and Babylon. Rahor, sorry, I should know this. Stop it! I'm thinking of something else. I feel like an idiot. I'm sorry. It's just a long, long day. Stop it! Oh, but she's involved with the star ruby, and I feel like an idiot. Stop it! Stop it. So the star ruby has you with soy, ofale, Ishkuros, Eucharistos, Iao, and then you go to the east, and it's Therion. Sorry, because I'm just trying to think Therion. Nuit, Babylon, and Hadith. So, Therion in the east. I was thinking of something else. I'm a little bit rusty on my Star Ruby. I haven't done it in like a while. But I'm probably like over a month. And plus I'm really tired and this is a bad day for me. Those of you who know me know why. So. But she is in the Star Ruby. She's in the middle pillar. So. Also in Magic, she's in one of the quarters. When you do a circle.
Stop. You're making me mess up. You're making me look stupid. That's what you are, stupid mommy.
I will stop it. So anyways, that's... So I just wanted to... I'm not going to redo this video. I'm just going to leave it in with the mistakes to just show which I corrected. Which shows my authenticity, that I don't use any notes, that I do not use a script. And it's late here.
And I got kittens playing with their toys.
And now they're fighting with each other because I took the toy off them. Great. Well, anyways, I want to thank you for watching this. Please excuse my little brain fart I just had. And if you like this video, I don't have a Patreon account. If you like this video, please, if you have any money, give it to Make-A-Wish Foundation or to the St. Jude's Hospital for children that are fighting cancer. And I want to thank you for watching this, and please excuse my little brain fart I had. And as always, blessed be. Here, there's Loki. And my other pain in the ass, the Joker. There they are. Okay, thank you. Bye.